Previously on Tales of Familial Eternity.
Queen Regina Universe cordially invites you and 3 guests of your choosing to come share in her 45th birthday celebration at Wolfpine Castle.
But this doesn't make sense. Why did she have my last name?
Yeah, I was about to bring that up myself.
An object, and she just like yanks it off, and you see this submarine, this fantasy submarine. You can actually see a bits of the kingdom via the windows on this submarine. Bright cities, you pass by a particularly close town, and you see that there are tall towers with enclosed bridges connecting one building to another.
Josh brings out the invitation from his pocket and he shows it to the guard.
Yep, they look it over and let you on through. But I mean, if this party goes well, then I'd be allowed to like do my own little thing for a party. So I have to be on my good behavior today. So yeah, it was really nice meeting you guys, though.
It was a pleasure meeting you as well.
It was a pleasure meeting you as well, Your Highness.
All right. So do you guys want to keep talking to Regina, or do you guys want to like start mingling around with other people or whatnot?
Let's go and mingle. Why not?
Okay. So there's a lot of like merfolk around here, but like I said before, there's like a handful of other people, mostly like elves. Actually, you think you can count like all the non-merfolk on like one hand. Once you exclude yourselves, like it's all on one hand.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not a lot.
Kind of expecting a lot more mixed.
Considering the fact that the city's been pretty closed off.
That is true.
Yeah, this is like the highest of highest people being here.
Just for fun, gonna do a perception check on like all the non-merfolk people.
Yeah,
To see
roll
if there's
for me.
any, just to see if there's any royal families that Devora might recognize, because again, she did travel a lot, so there's definite chances she's been in like a lot of the capital cities.
Okay.
That's an 8 plus 3, so that's
So
11.
an 11?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, with an 11, you can definitely like point out all of the people who are here that aren't merfolk. You see a wood elven prince. There seems to be a sun elf noble. There's a tiefling knight whom you kind of recognize. There's also a halfling noble and some sort of water genji scholar. You definitely don't know him, but you know the tiefling knight pretty well. She's not really noble herself, but you know that she has like connections to nobility. And you also know that like this is probably not the place that she would go by herself. Like you know that like this isn't her scene. And after like looking her over, like, yeah, no, she's fidgeting a little bit and she doesn't like being here. You know that she would much rather fight something than just stand around awkwardly. And that's what she's doing. She's standing around awkwardly.
Should the rest of us also roll perception checks, or
You can do whatever you
want to.
want. What are you trying to perceive?
just also perceive the guests,
Okay.
the non-merfolk guests? Because I'm assuming Solis isn't that all that familiar with merfolk royalty.
Yeah.
Probably not.
I got a 15 plus I think my modifier is 2. Yep, 2. So
Okay.
17.
You definitely recognize that sun elf, though. That sun elf, seems to be your dad.
Oh, fudge.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Yeah. So he's here.
Oh, great. Fantastic.
Yup.
Devora quickly notices Solis's nervousness. It's like, are you okay?
Yeah, Josh said the same. He's like, are you okay, Solis?
Is the party finally getting to you?
No. Water? Go. Bye.
I think you're gonna need to make a deception check.
She's not trying to.
No, I mean,
I don't. She's not trying to deceive us or anything.
Yeah.
It's very obvious she's in distress. I don't even know.
yeah.
She's-
Look, at this point, you can roll a 1 for insight, and you would still be able to tell that she's in distress. Yeah, you know, she's not liking this.
Yeah.
And she is gone.
Yeah, okay.
Where did she-
So where are you going to find this water?
Uh,
You don't see any like water like
there's no punch bowl?
out on the table. No, it doesn't seem like it. But
You would think at a party full of merfolk. Of course, the one party.
the one party.
The
Do you
one
want to roll
party.
for like investigation to find like the kitchen or something?
Sure.
Okay.
Just get me out of this room.
I got a 19.
Oh, you've never. Well, you actually might have been here before. You definitely know where the kitchen is. You might as well have just been here like yesterday. You know where the kitchen is so well. You go in and it seems to be like pretty bustling and busy, but you can just like ask someone for water at this point. Like, you're in here, and when you ask, they give you like a bottle of water.
Thank you. And then she just takes like tiny sips and she'll just take a breather in the kitchen.
Yeah, okay. Just they ask that like you step to the side a little bit so
Of course.
you don't like disrupt the whole busy kitchen thing.
Right.
Yeah. All right. So while you're chilling in the kitchen trying to avoid everybody, one specific person, Josh, what are you gonna do?
I'm not really sure. I mean, I'm pretty sure Josh is like nervous because he's not used to this.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like he knows he should mingle with other people, but like he's nervous.
Okay. Well, what he could do as a part of my suggestion is, I guess, if he wants to keep in his comfort zone, he can just chit chat with Phoenix for a little while, so he doesn't have to talk to anybody new. Or maybe he can try to talk a little bit more with the queen. Do whatever is in Josh's heart space.
Just don't forget, I'm pretty sure Josh is still really confused about the fact that, his last name was on the invitation that we got.
Yeah, that's still on his mind.
For everyone who doesn't remember, Regina and Josh share the same last name.
Yeah, which is Universe, and that really, kind of shook Josh last time.
Yeah. I guess Josh could try to talk to the queen more.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm not sure how's that gonna turn out, but let's see.
Let's see. Sweet talk me. Come on, let's do this.
Okay. All right. So Josh does head up to where Queen Regina is.
Oh, hello again.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
I'm sorry. I'm a little bit nervous.
No, it's okay. I'm a little bit nervous too. Party anxiety stuff.
Yeah. With a lot of people you don't really know.
Yeah. There's a surprising amount of not merfolk here though.
I get it. With the road down to here, it has been closed for a long time.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I'm just surprised that there's anybody here. But I guess Maxwell really extended the invitations.
Yeah.
Yeah. Were you with all those other people? Are they your friends or something? Business associates, maybe?
Friends.
Okay. That's really neat. How did you meet so many people?
Oh, we travel.
It was because of what else?
Oh,
Wait, Devora, you got something there?
No, that was out of character.
Okay, good. I had to get out of character to call you out. Regina wouldn't. If Devora wants to come in here and just crash a conversation, she could.
No, she's fine.
I
All
mean,
right, cool.
I mean, if she wants, she can. I mean, Josh is fucking nervous over here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Josh said, "Oh, we do travel a lot."
Oh, that's interesting. Did you swim up to like the surface, or do you like live there?
Oh, I lived at the surface my whole life.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Usually when I tell people that, they're really surprised at that I grew up on the surface rather than here.
Yeah, well, I mean, there were a couple people who left the kingdom, like, not that long ago. So, like, I mean, I kind of get it. I mean, there's probably a handful of merfolk that live up on the surface now, but only like a handful, probably.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know about this voice except for the things that were told to me.
Oh, so you're like a tourist now. Oh, you don't know anything. It's okay. I only know what people tell me too. I mean, it happened when I was just like a little egg, basically.
Were you the size of a tiny fish?
I was smaller.
She was an egg.
I wasn't even really born yet.
Oh.
I was like a little tiny egg. She like demonstrates with her hands. She just like makes her hands as tiny ball as possible.
Oh. that's actually adorable.
Yeah.
There has been like one thing that's been kind of bothering me, but I don't know if you want to hear it because I'm pretty sure you're kind of busy.
No, I'm just sitting here. I've just been sitting here for like an hour.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not busy. I'm fine to listen to your story.
It's not really a story. It's more of a question, I guess.
Okay.
When I saw your invitation, which is very love invitation, by the way, it's kind of funny, but it's kind of funny that you and I have the same last name.
Oh, we do?
Yeah, my last name is Universe too.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Do you think maybe we're cousins or something?
That's probably that's what my friend said when I told them.
Because like only really the royal family has that last name. We kind of took it from everybody else. So I don't know, I guess you would have to be a cousin. Don't tell too many people about that.
Oh no, I won't. I'm not gonna tell anyone. I mean, if we're cousins, that would probably explain why I have the ring on me. Why I have a ring.
You have a ring
necklace.
on your finger?
Not on my finger.
Show it to me.
It's actually a necklace. Give me a sec.
She's like bouncing impatiently. In her seat.
Josh does take off his necklace and he shows her the ring.
Maxwell, we gotta go. And Maxwell like tries to stop her, but like she just hops off her seat and like grabs Josh and just pulls him away to a different room entirely.
Whoa, hey. Okay.
And now that she's standing up, you also realize that this is, oh my god, she's so tiny. She's like 5 feet. She's like a whole foot shorter than you.
This is an even funnier scene of this is 5 foot even little girl just getting up and dragging like 6 foot like 7 Josh.
Yep.
6'3".
It's even worse.
Which Josh is saying, "Oh, you're so whoa, hey."
Devora notices this very quickly, and she's like, "Whoa, okay."
Regina's just like, "No time for cuteness. We must go."
Okay. I'm following the queen.
I'm borrowing the queen. No, the queen is borrowing you.
Yes, I said following the queen.
Okay, which you're following, and you're also being borrowed by the queen.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. Phoenix was like standing on the sideline, just kind of like keeping to himself, and he noticed that and just kind of like caught Devora's eye. Like, shit, should we like do something?
I'm sure it's fine. I mean, I feel like this might have to. I feel like Josh probably started talking to her about the whole same last name thing.
Oh yeah.
So maybe there's that.
Yeah, he can deal with that on his own.
Thanks, guys!
Alright, but seriously, should we actually follow them, or...?
I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah, he'll live. Hey, Solis, are you still, like, in the kitchen?
Yes.
I like that she spent all this time teaching everyone etiquette, and it's just like, I'm gonna be in the kitchen.
That was such a soft yes.
What?
It was adorable.
I mean, we don't know the exact context, but I know for a fact that she's hiding from her dad, so it's like, eh.
Yeah. I'm gonna get back to Josh in a second. I just don't want him to hog all the spotlight right now. Devora, are you doing anything at this point?
Yeah, she's gonna go and chat with the Wood Elf Prince, because, like, as weird as it is to see all these non-merfolk people here, it's especially weird to see a Wood Elf, because a lot of the Wood Elves stick to the forests.
Yeah.
Because they're Wood Elves.
I mean...
And they are miles away from any sort of fucking forest.
And below. Yeah. Definitely below.
Yeah. Miles away and miles below. So...
Well, I mean, there's like seaweed forests, if that's your thing, but I imagine most wood elves don't care for that. They would also drown, so that doesn't help. Yeah, just a small detail.
So, yeah, she's gonna go check that out, because again, that's a little interesting.
Yeah. So you approach this wood elf, and he has a name, which, oh god, I have to try to say. Well, Galen is pretty
will
easy.
Ask for it. Devora will ask for it.
Of course, but I have to say it, and that's the problem. Galen, I think.
Yes.
Ooh,
yes.
That's a word I said with my mouthpiece. So, yeah, you walk over to him and you ask for his name, which he gives pretty readily. You can tell that this guy is actually really genuinely enjoying this party. Like, you just caught him at, like, the tail end of a different conversation he was having with a bunch of other, like, merfolk. And apparently it was a really fun conversation, because, like, everyone was bursting out laughing and everything. But, you know, he's able to give his attention to you, and, yeah, it just seems to be, like, genuinely liking this party.
Woohoo, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, now I gotta think of shit to ask.
To talk about and converse. It's like real life, but worse somehow.
Okay, so she does, you know, ask how she knows the royal family, or if this is just given out to several royal families, because, again, it's strange to see a wood elf here, like, so far away from a forest.
Yeah, he's actually surprised that, he was invited here, considering that, like, you know, this isn't normally the type of, scene, I guess, for him. But him and, like, his kingdom have, like, a long-standing trade, so... You know, it's not, like, completely out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
But it's still, like, really nice. This place hasn't, like, sent out invitations for a hell of a long time.
She asks what royal family he's from, because he's definitely a royal, and there's probably several royal and noble families within the wood elf race.
Yeah, I mean, there's not just the one to rule them all.
That's not how D&D works.
No, it's not. It could be if I wanted it, but I'm lazy.
But it's not going to be.
No.
That's boring.
So, he's from the Silver Fawn family, I think is how you say it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, give me actually a quick second, because I have to look at the map again. You would think I'd have, like, my shit covered by now.
I'm, like, staring at it. It's in the Wolf Pine Forest.
Yeah, you know, he's from the Silver Fawn royal family, and their residence is over by the Wood Pine Forest. So that's sort of like his area. And he is a little bit curious about you, because he doesn't recognize you offhand as, like, any other royal wood elven family.
You know, a member of a small adventure group. We just kind of got lucky and came across an invitation.
Wow, I'm sure getting this invitation was probably a blast.
It was. It kind of involved, like, doing this battle royale. That was kind of fun.
Oh, he's very interested in this story. Please tell him the battle royale story.
Yeah, okay, yeah, so she does. She explains what happened with the battle royale, because that was a whole episode.
It was. And, yeah, like, the whole thing sounds like a blast to him. Like, that was... I mean, it must have been, like, a little terrifying towards the end, being made to, like, fight each other, but that was hilarious when it turned out to be, like, a whole show.
It was a lot of fun.
Like, yeah, it sounds like she's been living a pretty eventful life with her adventuring.
Yeah, I've been adventuring for a really long time. Kind of ever since my caretakers passed away.
Oh no, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, but they were a pair of humans, so don't live forever.
Oh well, them's the breaks, I suppose.
Yeah, I've pretty much traveled pretty much all over the mainland. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, I've done my travels here and there, but it's not usually for like adventuring.
Oh, what do you travel for then? Because usually, nobility doesn't travel a lot, so.
No, well, unless it's for parties like this. But,
True.
Which in and of itself was a pretty good reason to travel, if I do say so myself. Yeah, I'm actually on a little bit of a personal quest. I've been looking for someone for quite a while, and to no avail, really.
I hope you find them one day.
I hope so too. Hey, Devora, I need you to do a roll for me now.
Okay.
I want you to do a perception check.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got a 9 plus 3, that's 12.
12?
Yeah.
This guy looks kind of weirdly familiar, even though, like, you never met him before. But you can't quite put your finger on why he seems familiar to you.
Okay.
You tried. Okay, so you guys continue your little chit-chats.
I should have given her something. Something like part of her backstory. I probably should have given her something backstory-ish, like how Josh has the thing.
Yeah.
Get it.
I can't do anything for you now. So it's all over. There goes the dramatic stakes. Solis is still hiding, right?
Oh, yes.
Okay, cool.
She's just avoiding this entire situation.
Alright, so...
This is not how she planned her night.
No.
She's just avoiding her dad.
Yeah, it's worth it.
Yeah.
Hiding in this kitchen, away from him, worth not being spotted.
Yep.
Okay, so as you're waiting here in the kitchen, the door is open, and you see this tiny halfling kind of walk in. They kind of like, she bypasses you a bit, and she goes over to one of the cooks, and just kind of asks, like, hey, do you have any snacks here? And the cook seems like a little annoyed. Just, I don't mean to pry, madam, but are you gonna keep coming here asking for snacks? And she just kind of shrugs, and the cook, like, sighs again and just slides her some, just like a small plate of food. And now she's hanging out here, eating. She kind of sees you, Solis, and she just kind of, like, gives a small wave and then goes back to her food.
Solis waits back and takes a sip out of her water.
So now you guys are just eating and drinking in silence.
Yep.
That's fair.
Just in silence, okay.
Oh man, this is just really hilarious to me.
Such compelling story from your side, Candace.
Oh yes, most definitely.
Oh yeah, we come here for all of the dramatic stakes with Solis. It's being paid off very well right now. Alright, so I guess we'll get back to Josh, who is being dragged by this tiny merfolk, just like up the staircase and down to a couple of rooms. Like, there's nobody else in this part of the castle. Actually, it's just you two. And she keeps dragging you until you guys are in front of, like, a couple of very large portraits. The biggest portrait, the one that, like, she's kind of gesturing to very forcefully with her tiny arms, is a family portrait of the king, the two queens, and just like they're holding like tiny little legs.
Aww.
But the painting is like detailed enough that you can kind of see like little baby faces in them.
Mm-hmm.
That's adorable.
And next to like the four little legs is a slightly bigger baby that looks a lot like you, Josh, but like super tiny Ponyo size.
Yeah.
And you can see that the parents all have like this ring that you've been carrying around as a necklace.
Wow.
Yeah. So I guess you're my big sister then. Or big brother now.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like it.
Do you know where Mom and Dad is? Like, do you know where they are?
No.
They didn't, like, take you away or anything, or...?
I don't really have that much memory of them. I mean, I was found by an elf.
Okay. Oh, boy. I mean, still, we thought you were dead.
They did?
I mean, everybody died, so...
Yeah. I mean, it might be a long shot, but maybe we can look for them.
Oh, I'm not allowed to leave this kingdom. As far as the public knows, I'm the only survivor of our family. If something happens to me... Oh boy, something would happen to me.
Well, they might be surprised if they find out that another one is still alive.
Yeah, no, this changes everything up politically, and I don't really know what the implications are going to be of this, but, ooh, this is going to be a doozy.
Can't she just, like, take a look at Maxwell?
Well, she left him.
Oh, okay.
She's just like, I'll be back! Maxwell, you stay here!
Then he's just like, now he's standing awkwardly by this empty throne.
Phoenix nearby.
Yeah, just, sup. And Maxwell just, like, doesn't really look at him, just like, I have to focus on standing here. Anyway, back to this conversation.
I mean, I'm not sure either. I mean, I just found out that I'm royalty now.
Yup.
And I don't have a single goddamn clue on how to rule a kingdom.
It's okay, I don't know a single fuck myself. It's Maxwell who actually knows what's happening. Yeah. But we can figure it out. Yeah, we should keep this, like, hush-hush for a little bit. But, are you gonna, like, maybe stay in this kingdom?
To be honest, I'm not really sure. I mean, I could, but if I do, that'll mean I'll have to leave my team behind. I'll have to leave my team.
This castle's big enough that, like, I can house them too. Probably.
Who will bludgeon people to death with their quarterstaff?
Where's that whispering coming from?
I have no clue. Actually, come to think of it, up on the surface there has been a bit of a trouble.
There has?
Yeah, that I was hoping that you can shed some light on it. In the town of Neverwinter, there has been a plague going on over there.
A plague?
Yeah, of these inky black creatures, and my team and I learned that there was a poison that was from here.
Wait, a poison from here?
Yeah.
And you said it was like inky black stuff, right?
Yes.
Oh boy. Oh no. Oh god, that's this is not good. This is not good. Are your friends all here to, like...
Yeah, for myself including the 3 others.
Okay.
Do you want me to go get them?
This is, like, a really serious matter. I think we should talk about it after the party, when, like, nobody else is here to possibly eavesdrop and stuff.
Yeah, we don't, I'm pretty sure that, I'm pretty sure we don't want Maxwell to learn of all things.
Well, it would be a good idea for Maxwell to be here for this story. But yeah, let's go back to the party. We'll keep this little, you being my big brother, a secret for a little bit. But I'll tell you the whole thing with, like, the poison, I guess. I'll tell you about that after the party, okay?
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Also just a heads up, the only reason why I was asking about the plague is that, one of my teammates was infected, but I've been holding it off. I've been holding it up as long as I can.
Oh. Which friend was it?
It was Phoenix.
Okay. Okay, let's go back now.
Okay.
And she, like, grabbed your hand and, like, leads you back towards the party. And, she takes her seat back in her throne, and, like, Maxwell just seems to, like, relax a little bit. Your Highness, please do not leave like that. And she kind of waves him off a little.
Yeah, sorry about that. She just wanted to show me one of her collections.
Your Highness, it's not necessary to show everybody your library. I know you're proud of it.
It's really no trouble at all. I didn't mind.
Regina's just, like, under her breath, just like, let me live a little, Maxwell.
Let me live.
Just a little, please. Alright. So, Josh, you're now back in the mix of the actual party. Does anybody else want to do anything?
Not really. Unless you have some, unless you're okay with the thing I sent you privately.
Oh, shit. Sorry, I didn't notice it.
Okay. I just asked her a quick question because I realized I should have had a thing.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I mean, we can do that. That's fine.
Okay, yeah.
So if you want, we can go back to your conversation with Galen, who I hope lives up to his name. But that's just me.
Does anybody else have anything to do? Candace, you want to talk to that halfling in the kitchen, or no?
She's like munching on some chips that she found. What?
Solis and the halfling aren't really talking to each other, but they're sharing their snacks now. And they have, like, this weird unspoken bond going on.
We just instantly became besties.
Yep.
Hi everyone, this is Thunder here, back with another commercial break. That was quite an event, wasn't it? Trust me, you guys are going to like what happens next. For now, let us take a moment to simmer down, take a breather, and get a drink of water or snack. I would like to take this moment to point to the podcast's official Twitter and Tumblr pages. They're the best way to have so you can know when new episodes are being released, additional content from the campaign, official artwork from us the creators, and fan art from the fans. If we have any. Want to help support the show and get some sweet bonus content in return? Well, look no further because we just released our official Patreon that, when you donate $1 or more, you get some sweet bonus content such as gain access to episodes early, seeing the work in progress that the creators make, and more. We also have a very own Discord that you guys can join and get to talk to us or other fans. If you guys like the content from the campaign or additional artwork we make and would like to get them onto t-shirts and such, we have a Redbubble store that lets you pick your favorite artwork on that particular item. Any donations given to us will be put towards getting better equipment, get our podcast onto podcasting sites, and more. Any more information will be in the links below. Alright, that's it for this commercial break, and I do hope you guys enjoy the rest of the episode. Toodles!
Well, okay, if that's the case, then yeah, we can go over to my thing.
Okay, cool. So
if Solis isn't gonna do anything else.
Alright, now we get to talk with Galen some more.
Yay!
I think I'm putting too much emphasis on the first part of his name, but welcome back to Galen.
That's fine. I wasn't thinking about what he was, but yeah, sure, he can totally live up to his name.
Nice.
Wasn't thinking about that when I named him, but yeah, we can totally make him live up to it.
Well, unfortunately, that's all I care about, so.
Because that is an important thing.
It is.
It's a very important thing to us.
Oh, right. So, yeah, so as you're talking with this guy, does your dress have, like, any pockets or something? Like, secret pockets?
Of course.
Yeah, of course.
It's Devora. She has to have.
Yeah, so, you're kind of just, like, fidgeting with, like, a little, thing that you have in your pockets. But unfortunately, you fidget with it just a little bit too much, and it kind of, like, drops out.
Oh, shoot.
And and Galen is like quick to like pick it up for you, and he's about to hand it back when he kind of actually looks at it for a moment, and it's just, where did you get this?
I've had that for as long as I can remember. My parents, my foster family, just kind of told me they found it with me.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh my god. I've been looking for you this whole time.
Devora's still very confused. Huh?
I'm your big brother.
What?
Oh shit!
So it's like,
What?
so Solis peeked her head out of the kitchen to have this remark, and Josh just slid into the conversation.
With her special
No,
humor.
no.
Where did you two come from?
She still has chips in her mouth. What?
Oh my god.
Of course she hears them. Like, I don't know how they heard the conversation, but
It's the
she hears
universe.
the reactions.
Phoenix is just like, oh, it's so great that we're all learning so many things about
Her ears
ourselves.
just kind of like, one ear perks up towards the throne and the other perks up towards the kitchen.
Meanwhile, like, Phoenix is just like having his back against the wall, just like leaning against it.
Basically, he's like, I'm glad we're all having like such great moments where we're finding more out about ourselves and all this fucking self-discovery shit. Have fun being royalty over there. I'm just gonna be a normal person.
I feel like I just feel like when like Josh like turns is like, holy shit! Joshua just like gives him a look.
Solis gives him a look from across the kitchen, from the kitchen.
And like Josh just like looks to the side, just like,
Phoenix like gives him a thumbs up of approval. Like, there you go.
Devora suddenly has a reaction to this. She's still kind of in shock.
Both Maxwell and Solis are like, Josh.
Solis just kind of just slides back into the kitchen.
No, it's beautiful.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
This is an
Also,
amazing turn of events.
technically, Josh never revealed that he was royalty, and Devora doesn't know either.
True. Still, Phoenix figures like there's self-discovery happening and he's not a fan. We're not allowed to like grow as people. Are you shitting me? Anyway, so Galen recounts the story of how he initially had and lost his baby sister, and how he's been looking for her this entire time, and now he's found her.
Devora's still in some pretty big shock, because holy shit.
Do you want me to get you some water?
Yes, that would be nice, thank you.
Everyone to the kitchen.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, so they go to the kitchen. They
Solis, have you been in here the entire time?
No.
the halfling kind of like her, you know, her shoulders are raised a little bit, and she's kind of like a little bit behind Solis now.
We're defending each other.
Yeah. It's a bond. So yeah, Galen get you some water, and this little kitchen is getting a bit crowded, so they like step out. But yeah, so gives you the water. Sorry if this is a shock. I'm just, oh my god, I found you.
No, it's okay. Wow, I never would have thought.
Yeah, well, I didn't think I'd run into you here.
I honestly don't think either of us were expecting this.
No.
Wait until I get my thing. I'm kidding.
Who are you, good sir?
That just made me obnoxious.
Yes, regale us of your life story.
Oh, well, I've got some stories for that.
Oh god.
All right. So yeah, you guys spend a couple of minutes kind of getting used to this information,
Yeah.
and then like filling each other in on just like things that have been happening since the whole big, great separation of 2015. And a couple minutes into it, you actually hear an announcement being made by the one, the only Maxwell. He announces that the feast is actually going to begin shortly, so now will be the time for everybody to, like, grab a seat by these long tables.
I think I'm full.
No.
Are you just gonna stay in the kitchen?
No. Because she knows that the kitchen's going to be super busy of all the chefs making dinner, so they're probably going to kick her out one way or another. Probably.
So, you guys can...
I'm kind of surprised that they didn't already kick her out.
She was very persuasive.
Want to roll for persuasion? No. I figured that you guys were, like, in the corner by the door, so that's why nobody really bothered you about leaving. You were enough out of the way that, like, oh, yeah, who cares? So everybody is now going over to sit at these long tables. I know that Galen definitely wants to sit next to Devora so they can keep talking and everything. Josh, where are you gonna sit?
I feel like she should sit with Regina, but like since they both agreed to like keep that little fact on the down. Well, I'm sure everyone hasn't noticed yet, so
yeah, he can sit next to her and it'd be super cash.
Yeah, he does sit by her.
Yeah. Phoenix will just kind of like sit with you because he has nowhere else to go, and he has refused to talk to people this entire time.
Devora's gonna sit with Josh and Phoenix too.
Okay, so it's just gonna be
this will be a good time to
protagonists.
Yeah.
I'm sure Solis is sitting somewhere in this mix.
As far away from her father as possible.
Yeah.
Just come sit with us up by the queen.
Solis, you do notice that your father is, like, he was trying to get a seat, like, close-ish to the queen, but, like, other people beat him to it, so... he's not sitting as close as he would have preferred.
Cool.
Yeah. And as far as you can tell, he hasn't seemed to notice you.
Okay.
So, yeah, you guys are all sitting at these long tables, and the waiters come a few moments later with a large number of food for the large number of guests that are here. And the servers pour everybody's drinks. It seems to be like this hearty red wine. Maxwell raises a toast to our lovely queen. May she reign for 1,000 years. Everyone lifts up their glasses and takes a drink.
Josh just like put his glass down, just like...
Devora does the toast. She's not too big on wine.
Okay.
Solis just like bakes a sip.
Okay. Solis and Phoenix are gonna have to do Constitution saving throws right now.
What?
I thought Candace said she fakes a sip.
You took a tiny sip, right? That's what I heard.
No, I faked.
Oh, you faked a sip. Okay, it's only Phoenix. Let's see how much I kill him now.
What? Why does it need a Constitution saving throw?
Just wait.
You'll see in a moment.
I'm sure we'll find out why he's got to make a Constitution saving throw. As soon as you said everybody took a drink of their wine, I'm like, I don't like this.
Yep.
I really don't like this.
And no one stops Phoenix from taking some wine, though.
Of course.
Unless you want to retcon that right now.
I feel like Devora shoots him and Galen a glance. Because, again, she's being super cautious about all this. It's a party. It's an exclusive party. Who fucking knows what's gonna happen?
That's fair. Okay, well...
That's why she fucking has a rapier with her!
That's true. You shoot these guys a glance. Galen catches it right away, and he just, like, doesn't take any of his wine then. But Phoenix was already, like, in the middle of it. So...
she shoots him a god fucking damn it, Phoenix, look.
You'd think that maybe he didn't even properly toast, that he just went straight forward. But
out of all the people, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, he would. And everybody else, takes a bit of the wine, and suddenly everyone is starting to cough.
Uh-oh.
Cough, and, like, some of them are falling out of their seats now.
What in the world?
In fact, Phoenix doesn't look like he's doing so good. He's trying to like cough up the bit of wine that he did drink, and that is. I'm glad none of you guys took that because that was 10 points of damage.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah, 10 points of poison damage.
I didn't. Thank God I didn't take it. Otherwise, I would have been.
You would have been bloodied.
You would have
Yeah.
been
Bloodied.
almost dead.
I would have been coughing that blood or something.
Yeah. No, it looks like everyone else is doing just that though, coughing up blood, just trying to get rid of this wine. A lot of people are falling over. Luckily, and the queen sort of sees this and she kind of like screams because everybody is dying around her.
Yeah, I mean, obviously. I would be freaking out too.
Yeah.
I mean, Devora she knew something was gonna happen, and again, she is kind of thankful she's not too much of a wine person, but
Yeah.
she did figure something was gonna happen tonight.
Yeah, I mean, it's a D&D campaign, so what do you expect?
I mean, Solis just doesn't like to drink, so luckily, thankfully.
Yeah, same as Josh.
Non-alcoholism.
Just the three of them just kind of like pour out their drinks, like, ooh, maybe not.
Yeah.
Gosh dang it, Phoenix, you gotta die for the 5th time today.
This is the Phoenix dying show.
I think he's down to like eight hit points now.
Yeah, he is. So Regina is confused and horrified. Maxwell, upon seeing this, jumps to his feet though and starts ordering the knights and the servers to gather up everybody who's like clearly suffering from this drink and like get them to the medical bay. He doesn't care if the medical bay isn't technically big enough for all the guests. Just make it work. Get everybody out of here. Everyone who isn't dying though. They're staying right here.
Which I think is like 4 or 5 people.
Oh god, is this a murder mystery?
Yeah.
It's a murder mystery! I'm not even joking. So, yeah, everyone else is sort of, rushed over, and everyone who is left just so happens to include...
all 3 members of our party.
Your party, of course. Galen is doing pretty alright, because you told him not to drink.
Yeah.
Solis's dad is still here.
Oh.
Man, you want this confrontation to happen. Solis can try to avoid it all she wants, but if the DM wishes for this confrontation to happen, it will happen.
Yep.
Then we have the Tefling that you noticed earlier, Devora, the halfling noble who was hanging out with Solis for most of this time, and also the Water Genji, the scholar. All of these guys are doing okay. Everybody else, all the other guests, have been like rushed out of here.
Phoenix included.
Well, Phoenix is gonna stay behind. Like even though like that was not fun, he can still stand.
Okay.
Adventurers also in general are more hardy than like normal people.
Yeah.
So like yeah, that took a lot out of him, but that's not gonna kill him. Versus all the other guests who might be in a worse state than him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now that these are all the people remaining, Maxwell figures we're gonna have to get to the bottom of this now, won't we?
Thank you for listening to Tales of Familial Eternity. The music in this episode featured songs from Ross Buckton, Kevin MacLeod, and Chris Bryce. Additional songs from YouTube's audio library. Links are available in the description. If you like this episode, please leave a comment or message and tell us what you think. And if you would like to learn more about the characters as well as the campaign, please go to TofeCast at both Twitter and Tumblr for more information.